Hey guys. Whoops. I'm just going to go ahead and set you up here. We're going to, no, maybe not. We're going to for a while today because I got a lot to do and I didn't get to finish yesterday. I'm trying to upload videos, record them first and upload them just doesn't work. It's just too much trouble. And so what I wanted to do was go over like mistakes when making the laundry detergent that we started with yesterday, as well as like if you just don't have time to finish it and you have to stop and it just gets busy or something happens, whatever. Like I'm a single mother, as you guys know, and widowed mom, and I have no one to help me. And so when the fit hits the shan, if you will, and things get busy, sometimes I have to stop in the middle of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I can't just keep going. And so I had to stop. One, because my phone went crazy on me and I couldn't get anything to cooperate. And two, because I'm a single mom and stuff starts happening and life gets busy all of a sudden. And I just sometimes have to stop in the middle of a process, like even making detergent and stuff. And so the best thing I can do is just get right back to it the next day. So I want to share some of the things that I have found over the years. One, you know, about the stuff that rises to the top, right? Kind of like the dross when you're making broth or in the crucible, right? And they heat it up, the gold, and it gets the dross on top and they got to slough it off. That's not dross, right? It's just all that stuff that didn't get to properly break down. And it makes that thick layer on the top of your soap in the bucket. I know it can be frustrating. It just means that it wasn't done. That's why I learned over the years, I tried to do faster methods. I tried to do the whipping with a whisk. That is only good for when you're first breaking down the powder and the shredded soap, or if you put it in a food processor, the flaked soap that you have shredded with your cheese grater. That's only the only time it's good to use a whisk, because then it's just going to cause it to puff up as well. And you're going to get all this foamy stuff on top. Like right now it's trying to foam up on me because I've had it over the stove for about 2-3 hours to make sure that it's properly dissolved. Okay. I took everything out that was like clumps of gel and the layer off the top, and I put it back in the pot and I slowly worked on it for hours. And so now it's ready to go back, but please use like a wooden ladle or something, and don't kill yourself whisking it, because that's also going to cause it to foam up and it's going to make that terrible layer on the top. You're always going to have a little bit of foam because it's going to suds a little bit, but it shouldn't be a lot. Now I want you guys to see how beautifully this is going to coagulate right now. And as long as I properly stir it overnight, like every hour, then it's proper gel. Now I want to show you. This is already starting to turn into a nice, silky, smooth gel. And that is your goal. So I'm going to add some water to my big pot, and I'm going to make sure it's really hot so that when it's time to add that water, all of that is just going to kind of help to gel. And I also have my dish soap already started, and I'll tell you the recipe for that. So I take about 6 cups of my laundry soap, and I put it in a pot, sometimes up to 8, because I refill these things right here. And I take 2 good sloshing cups of lemon juice, 4 or 5 heaping tablespoons of orange extract, because I want the citrus to be able to cut through the grease. And I'm actually going to show you how that works. I'm going to show you how my dish soap works. It is not going to give you the same effect as store-bought soaps, where it turns into the big sudsy sink full of stuff, right? Sorry guys, I just have to make sure I put something on my floor. One thing I can tell you about making your own stuff, when it's time to make the soap, you're always going to have some slush, and that's a great time to wash your floor, right? to mop your floor because it's going to make your house smell super, super nice while the soap is brewing. And it's also going to slosh on the floor where you can wipe it up and use it all over your floor and really do a good cleaning job. So I have my already mixed, hold on a second. This is my good hot water. I'm going to pour in here and finish filling my 5-gallon bucket. All right. So that I'm going to literally just set aside. I'm going to put the lid on it because I want the lid on there to hold in the heat. I want the heat in there. So it's really hot and liquidy. It's breaking down anything else that may be left in the bottom of the bucket that was like jelly lumps. And so I'm just going to set it aside for now. And I poured my mixture in here of my 6 to 8 cups of laundry detergent compound. And my lemon juice, 2 cups of lemon juice. And I use 5 tablespoons of orange extract. And then I take vegetable glycerin and I add about a cup. So I'm going to add 1 cup of vegetable glycerin right now. And then I have to let it cool before I can actually put it in those jugs because it'll melt the plastic. I don't like that I have plastic. I wish I could use my, what do you call it? I have enough of my beautiful, sorry guys, my beautiful, large 1/2-gallon mason jars. So I might just use one of those today or 2 of those because I probably have about 1 gallon of dish soap here. And I think that would be better because I really don't like having to use those plastic ones. They just get so gross. And I've had them for months and months. I'd rather use my mason jars. I feel better having everything in mason jars. I like having my glass jars rather. So I'm going to just gently stir that in. I've already got all the jelly lumps out of the laundry soap that I had initially made. And I'm just going to let that sit on a low temperature for a little while. And I'm going to start on my next project, which is going to be body wash. I just need to refill Lily's bottles. And let me just bring you over here so I can show you the products that I use for that. So I use this because I'm not good at making soap yet. I can't actually make the soap. So I use this product, Our Earth Secrets Goat's Milk. It's melt and pour soap base. Very gentle. I use Our Earth Secrets Honey Melt and Pour soap base. And I use about this much. And I make it a little bit loose so that I can fill this and this for Lily. And also just if I have any left over. And I do use the vegetable glycerin for that as well. So I'm going to put some water in my pot first. I want to put, I don't know, about 6 cups of water, regular water. In fact, because I'm making her body wash, I think I'm going to use this instead. It's our spring water. When it comes to her skin, if something's going to come into literal immediate contact, this is a 4.5 cup. So I'm going to go ahead and use 8 cups. And that way I feel better about it. Okay. So if it's going to come into like literal immediate contact with her skin, as opposed to being like washed and rinsed, I would rather use the spring water because she's got hypersensitive, very delicate albino skin. So I'm going to shred my soap and we're going to talk while I do it. So when I work on these things, I always have questions. Another question that I've been receiving is, how do you use your homemade laundry detergent in the new kind of front loader washers? I'm not a fan of them. First of all, I can't even afford to get caught up on my bills. If I didn't do things this way, I wouldn't be able to afford store products. You got it? Yeah. And so when I am looking into those things, like my grandma had a front loader and she would have to literally reheat her half a cup or cup of detergent that she was going to use in it or whatever it allows, and add hot water to it and really get it liquidy. Like, I don't know, a couple tablespoons of hot water. And she would have to make it really liquidy. Or another thing I saw her do was where she would leave her soap in a powder form, where you shred your soap on the cheese grater, you mix together the powder, put the shredded soap in a food processor with the powder, and just blow the doors off it until it's all into like this fine powder. Okay. And the soap shreds are like down in little flakes. And so she would just take like a couple tablespoons and throw it in the washer. But I never saw good results. And the problem with those washers also is the warranty has fine print. If you use homemade laundry detergent and it messes it up, it cancels out your warranty. And so I happen to have just an old beat up washer that's on its last leg. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have my little portable non-electric foot powered washer, and I have a washboard and all that. So I can do laundry. That's not the problem. But being able to do the larger loads and stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I don't have money. I don't have stuff like that. Why do you think I made a GoFundMe? When my husband died, I realized a lot of the stuff that he said he was paying was not being paid. And I'm left holding the bag. I have behind bills, behind taxes. I have a lot to take care of. And here I am all by myself taking care of our daughter who's special needs. It's not like I can run out the door and go get myself a day job again. And it's been that way her whole life. And that's what I'm here for. So it's my job. That's what I signed up for when I had her. I'm her mother. And this is what I get to do. And yes, there are many days that it sucks. I'm really nervous right now. I got, again, final notices for sewage and garbage, as well as the water. I'm just struggling constantly trying to play catch up. I've never been able to catch up. The taxes and all that. Almost lost the house in July if it weren't for some anonymous Good Samaritans at the church who said that they wanted to pay something that we may have outstanding, and they paid the $350 in property taxes. That's not including the like thousands in school taxes and all those other taxes. The property tax that I would have lost the house over by July 1st. They paid it, $350. Praise God. And I just got blessed with a local roofer guy who helped me with the roof because I was having a bad leak. Now I lost water pressure in my kitchen sink. Nowhere else. I've checked all the toilets, the other sinks in the tub. Nothing else has lost water pressure, just the kitchen sink. I can't afford to get a plumber out here. And after breaking my back twice and all that, I can't do it myself anymore. I did plumbing. I did HVAC, commercial construction, fabrication and installation of HVAC, right? But I can't do it anymore. I did tree work with Glenn. I was a chef. I was always a on my feet back worker, always very on top of things. And I'm working with CareerLink right now to try to get into some kind of a remote job here at home. I'm taking some online courses to learn how to use like Office, Microsoft 360 and stuff, Excel, so that I can actually handle having some kind of a remote at-home office job to be able to take care of Lily and have some kind of money coming in. Yes, I became a notary. But I'm literally the bottom of the barrel. I'm the bottom of the totem pole. I'm just a basic notary, and nobody really needs that. And then on top of it, I'm a mobile notary, and the calipers went out, and I ordered them. My friend helped me order them, my neighbor, and they sent, instead of the set, they sent only one. So I had to return it, and they have to refund me, and I have to reorder them. So I'm trying my very best. I really am. I'm doing my very best. Even CareerLink is actually going to be helping me work on filling out grants to possibly take my notary classes to level up, because I need to be a higher level of notary in order to really be able to make money as a notary. And so I'm going to be working on, as soon as the calipers are fixed and I can go over there to the CareerLink building, they're going to help me work on creating a grant request for closing agent, also known as a signing agent, as well as tags and titles type notary. So I can take those courses and get licensed for that in the state of Pennsylvania. And then I'll be able to make a little better money as a notary. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on these courses so that I can learn office stuff and try to get into some kind of a remote job. And that way I have a paycheck coming in. But until then, I'm in a bad position. So now that we have all that talked about and we're back on point now and I have all my little preparation done, let's keep going here. So I have shredded the goat's milk soap and the honey soap. Melt and pour, okay? And I am going to now add vegetable glycerin. Hold on, bear with me, guys. I'm just making sure I get things straightened up. We got to keep cleaning up, right? And I don't have much water pressure right now. I don't know what happened to my kitchen sink. So I'm going to add 1 cup of my wonderful vegetable glycerin. And it helps to give it a sudsy effect when you use it. And it also helps to make it coagulate into a nice, smooth soap. Okay. All right, so that should be good. We should have enough there that we can work with. So let me just clean up my little measuring cup and we'll be on our way to the next step. So now we have our dish soap. Oh, in fact, let me grab a couple of my half-gallon mason jars. So I don't know how much I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have a gallon. So let's just see. I usually have about a gallon by the time I'm done. All right. So as this cools, it's going to turn into a nice gel consistency. It's not going to be too thick, but it's also not going to, you know, it's going to be a little watery, but that's okay. I'm not really that concerned about it. I don't care about that part. What I can tell you is that it definitely cuts grease. And I'm going to show you that because I'm going to use a sample of it. I want you guys to be able to see it. So I am going to take just a little bit of it. I'm going to put it in my thing there, my little dish thing, and I'm going to show you how this does in the sink. I think it's pretty cool. It's not going to be what the stores have to offer. Amen. Now the sprayer does have a good water pressure, so that way I can show you how it works. All right. Yeah, your house is going to smell really, really good as you make these too. All right. Now, when you feel it, you can feel that it's going to rinse off your hand really easy. It feels a little slimy kind of because of course it's the detergent soap, right? But it doesn't have that straight slime where it feels like it's never going to rinse off. And then I'm taking that cup that I just had the vegetable glycerin in and I can literally feel it feels clean, squeaky clean. And it smells really, really nice. So I highly recommend using this. It'll save you a ton of money in the long run. Again, it's not going to suds up like the store-bought stuff. I'm sorry. That's just not how it works with real life. They use a lot of chemical base and other types of stuff that gives it that appearance to make it look like it's really, really good. They also use dyes like green dye and yellow dye and blue dye and orange dye to make the orange one, you know, the orange-based one look orange and the Dawn one look blue. It doesn't look like that. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It's soap. You know what I mean? So I am going to go ahead and pour that in my mason jars. And then I'm going to move on to the body wash because I have had that sitting about 3 hours, nice and slow, so that the detergent compound can begin to break down, as well as the orange extract and lemon juice can begin to work. These are the cheapest ways that you can keep your house clean. And it is antibacterial. It really is. And oh, and by the way, so I do add a bit of orange extract to the body wash because that does help. It really does. So I'm going to add, I'm going to say 2 tablespoons. And Lily really enjoys that. Sometimes I add like an apple extract also, or something, a banana extract. That makes it smell really, really nice. She loves it. Has a nice orange zesty smell. It's like an awakened one. All right, so let me pour this. In fact, I am going to do it this way because I don't want to make a mistake while I'm standing here talking away. So I'm just going to pour these in my mason jars since I'm not going to use my plastic ones. I've had them for months and months and months. I will see how much we have when I'm done. Kind of interested to see. I usually come up with about a gallon. I've been doing this too long to really have measurements. I'm sorry. I know I should have exact measurements for you guys. I do my best to make sure that I have exact measurements for you guys. All right, there's 1/2 gallon. Now let's fill our other one and see how much we got. Turn you that way so you can see. No, pretty on point. Let's see. I'm getting close. And then if I put the lids on them, it'll literally, it's kind of like giving them a water bath to seal them, and it'll just like vacuum seal them shut. All right, so I have just a little bit left. I've been able to fill my 1/2 gallon jugs all the way to the proper line, and I have just a tiny bit left, so I'm going to go ahead and just, not all the way, but I'm going to top it off just a little bit. All right, there we go. And the rest of it, I think I'm actually just going to put in my sink because I'll have to use it throughout the day. So there's literally only a little bit left. I'll show you. There's only a little bit left. You can even see it at the bottom. All right. So there we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to transfer. Let me rinse this out. I don't want to have that in there with it. I don't want Lily to get laundry soap directly on her skin. So I'm going to give that a quick rinse because it doesn't need to be washed. I literally just made soap. So it's clean. All right. So let's do this. I am now going to transfer my body wash components into this pot so that I have more room. I like to use the smaller one while I'm getting it kind of prepared. And then I transfer it so that I have more room to work with it. All right. And I'm going to cool the pot off real quick because I don't want it to melt my stuff here. And I'm not going to do it too well because I want the soap stuck in it so I can show you how well the dish soap really does work. It's so cool. All right, so I'm going to set these aside and let those cool before I actually... No, I'm going to put the lid on. Why not? All right, there we go. And those are going to vacuum seal. So now I'm going to start working on our body wash. So I really enjoyed this, and I'm actually going to take the remaining amount of body wash and shampoo, because it's shampoo body wash, that I have in her stuff here and as well as in the other bottle, and I'm just going to add it to it because my goal is to not waste anything. And I also use a little bit of rose oil in it, and I add just a touch of my skin serum because all the components in the skin serum are phenomenal for hair and skin as well in the shower. And so being able to use it in the shower, in your shampoo, in your conditioner, in your body wash is extremely beneficial. And we're going to go there. We're going to go there. I'm going to go there. I'm totally going to go there with you guys. We're going to talk about the skin serum too, because that's a huge one. It's not just for anti-aging. I mean, it's so all around. Whoops, sorry guys. It's an all around soothing, moisturizing, serum. It just is really amazing to me. And it took me years of work and watching other people's recipes and going, oh, no, 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 no. They're literally making separate recipes just so they can sell more products. I already know what compounds work together. In fact, I was thinking about possibly, I'd love opinions on this, doing a class, like going ahead and maybe even just getting a grant to go to school for a naturopath, because an apothecary has to be under the direction of a naturopath doctor. And so these days they're called a naturopath, you know, and because physicians are not real doctors. Okay, just so you know, Luke was not a physician. He was a doctor. He was a naturopath, basically, and an apothecary. And so an apothecary is the original version of the pharmacist, because remember, all these words, you know, physician, pharmacy, they all come from these Greek and Latin that mean like witch doctors and sorcerers and stuff like that. So no, I'm not going to do that. But I know enough that I believe that I could actually, you know, from a lifetime of working on this stuff and learning it from my grandparents and all that, I believe that I could probably do really well and complete some of those courses. Yeah. So I'm actually really looking forward to looking into it. I've been looking into it already, but right now my main objective is just getting some money coming in. So my stuff is foaming up, and so that's okay. But I want to scrape off the foam because I really don't want that foam causing it trouble with the coagulant, only because I just mixed the other stuff. So don't worry, it doesn't usually do that when you're starting from scratch. That's just because I had other components from her leftover Aveeno when I didn't have the ingredients to make it. And so it's foaming up from the leftover Aveeno. I hate having to buy that stuff, but every once in a while, if I just can't afford the actual ingredients for mine, sometimes you have to make exceptions. I'm not a fan of what's on the store shelves, but that's the only one out of all the body washes and baby washes and so on and so forth that does not hurt our skin. However, I don't feel comfortable because they do have ingredients that the FDA requires them to have in there to sell it on store shelves. Even some of these companies, you know, like Seventh Generation and stuff like that, they can't sell their stuff on store shelves without having the quote unquote FDA approved components, which mean it is not natural. And that's why Lily can't use any of those products, and I can't use any of the cleaning products. Lily has extremely delicate respiratory system, as you guys know, if you've followed me enough. If you don't, my daughter has a mild Hermansky-Pudlak syndrome. She is albino. She has an extra X chromosome and 2 genetic mutations. She has oculocutaneous albinism type 2. She's visually impaired. Her skin is highly delicate, highly hypersensitive, and so are her eyes and her respiratory system. She also has a blood clotting issue that is now being healed by natural remedies. I capsule my own, and I also make hers because she can't take capsules. The neurological comes with it. She's got a serious neurological thing going on. And she can't take pills because she has an issue with her trachea suddenly locking up. It's very similar to dysphagia, but it is not dysphagia. So at this point, I'm going to want to add some more of my shredded soaps because I want to thicken it this time. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that with the melt-in pour. I love these things. This company has the best. I absolutely love their stuff. It's Our Earth's Secrets. I love their melt-in soaps. They're so natural. They're so delicate. You can't even, there's nothing bad in here. And so it is going to hurt me to have to buy more, but sometimes I scrimp and pinch because I know it's going to be really expensive for me to replenish the ingredients. But at the same time, I need to make sure that, I'm using them enough that Lily is, going to be able to receive the benefits. And I am too. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a quick shred. I hope you guys don't mind chilling on live with me. I don't plan to shut it down early. I plan to just let you guys roll with it with me. If you got to leave and come back or watch the replay instead because you don't have time to chill, It's fine with me. It's all good. No big deal. I got nothing to complain about. I have nothing else going on today. I was already doing my classes online. I was doing my studies online, and I had to take a break anyway because Lily got done with her homeschool and I needed a break. So this is my way of taking a break. Chilling with you guys. Just so you know, I do have the GoFundMe link in the description box. I also have the Venmo and my Cash App link in the description box. They're under the KingSealNotary, Stephanie Marilyn Bulla or Stephanie Bulla names. They are mine, obviously. I also have the cat rescue. I thank God for Purina blessing us with incredible coupons for the food. I don't have to pay for food at all. World's Best Cat Litter has given me these amazing coupons, at least for now, to help. And we have a lot of products that got donated, so we're not even spending money on the rescue, even for the newbies. My little newborn infant right now, his 2 little brothers died. It was terrible. I've never had any abandoned infants that were brought to me to rescue die, and it was crushing. But clearly, that could have very well been the reason the mother abandoned them. She may have rejected them because she knew they were going to die, because one of them had died right as they rescued. Were covered in these eggs and fleas and other weird bugs, but they did great, and they kept them overnight and got them to me the next day, and those 2 little boys didn't make it. But Flash Gordon is doing well. Last night he started to have fading kitten syndrome, and I worked around the clock. I didn't get much sleep last night. He needed me to stay right on top of protocol. Every 15 minutes, I was giving him just a few drops of milk with a little bit of honey in it and a little bit of olive oil, very little, to make sure that he's able to defecate and make sure that everything's working properly, as well as to give him the little bit of fatty substance he needs. And the honey is to help boost the blood sugar. I'm 48. I've been a cat lady all my life. I'm the cat whisperer rescue, and I have had nothing but success. Like I said, I've never had any kittens die in my care. That I was rescuing, infants and all. And I was able to save him last night. I was able to bring him back. He's doing well right now, but I do need to go check on him once I get this soap in there. And I'll be probably feeding him on video. You guys can see me do that. I have to give him his little bop bops. I give him droppers. And I just need to make sure that he's keeping his blood sugar up, even though I've got him, for the most part, stable. He has stabilized. And so I do need to make sure that I'm keeping up on that. So if you guys don't mind hanging out, we're going to go do that as soon as I'm done with this. And that way I can make sure that this has a chance to start. Oh, I forgot to turn the other burner off. Okay. And oh, by the way, yes, it makes the house smell really good when you're making soap, but please ventilate because it can get a little much. I open my kitchen windows and right now it just happens to be incredible, like beginning of autumn type weather. So it feels really nice and I can air out the house, and it helps to also cleanse the air to have beautiful soap making, right? Makes your house smell good. I absolutely love it. Let me just go ahead and put this in the pot because I have quite a bit. Almost done now. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I love doing this stuff. This is my passion. I used to love to help my Grammy and Granddaddy make their soap and churn butter, churn ice cream. I used to love to help Grammy. I loved helping and learning, and you know, it's like those memes that joke about, you know, how we used to spend time with Grandma. FaceTime with Grandma was when you had the bowl of snap peas, right? And you're all snapping the snap peas with Grandma. And so that was my snap pea time. We had not only times like that with snap peas, right? Pole beans, but also we had our soap making, butter making, and ice cream making, and everything else making, because she made everything. They were raised in the Depression. And so my granddaddy was born in 1916. My Grammy was born in 1922, raised in the Depression. My Grammy was from the very poor, below poverty sticks of Montgomery, Alabama. And my granddaddy was from a tobacco farm with a preacher daddy and slaves in Nashville, Tennessee. It's funny, right? But my grandma, they were all friends with the colored camp down the road, she called it. because they would help Mama with Sis and Mama Stucky. Sis was my grandma's sister, and she was quadriplegic. She had MS, and they had the old-fashioned Hoyer lift. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The old crank one. And so she had all this laundry she had to do and stuff, and she couldn't keep up on everything. And Mama Stucky was very old, and my great-granddaddy worked at the Coca-Cola plant, and so that's why I had a Coca-Cola addiction all my life. But I really enjoy that part of my life. I really do. So I am using my dish soap. It doesn't feel slimy. It's cutting right through everything. Granted, I'm using, the stuff I had soap in, but still, it's cutting right through it. It cuts grease. I'll have to show you that on another video. Like I'll have to make some. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got something I can show you right now where I made the bacon this morning. I made Lily's bacon, and it's got grease on it. Now I'm going to show you how well it works. People back in the day, didn't always have access to the greatest products either. In fact, they made their soap if they didn't buy it from, someone else. Remember, they were homesteaders, and it was the barter and trade system. Because most people were too poor. Even before money was made, way back in history, the original way to buy things was barter and trade. You had your homestead, you were either like a metal worker or a shoe cobbler or a farmer or something, right? I'm squeaky clean, y'all. Squeaky clean. I'm telling you, it's the most cost-efficient dish soap. It's the best working squeaky clean. No sliminess and anything like that. Perfectly clean. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to get that out because I want to show y'all how well it cuts grease. Bacon grease is one hell of a grease to cut. All right, hang on. Whoops, I just sloshed it. Smart, Stephanie. Unfortunately, it's soup. So it's not like I just need to mess with food. All right. And I think we should go ahead and take a gander at our laundry soap I got done over there. And by the way, you guys, I'm not a perfectionist. I don't have all those technical skills to make them good videos. I come on like Martha Stewart and these other people that like have their perfect outfit on and like they always look perfect no matter what time of day it is. And, the whole family's chipping in because I ain't got it like that. I'm a single mom. I broke my back a couple times. I ain't got time to try to dress up. This is as good as it gets. There are times when I dress up, like when I do my business and stuff. So let's take a look at the laundry soap. It looks beautiful. Take a look with me. Now that is going to thicken up overnight. And it's gonna coagulate really nicely. So as long as I keep stirring it, see it? It's already coagulating. It's just very liquidy because it's so hot, and that's kind of what I want. Let me rinse that because I don't want that mixing in with the body wash. And it took me a long time to get all these recipes right, honestly, because Grammy did it all her life. And when I had to start doing it for Lily, I had to like dust off the old skills, and it took a long time of trial and error. And of course, my husband was always trying to get me to go into overdrive with everything. I just can't do that. I was even whisking it and stuff like a dummy and trying to do it fast paced like I've seen these videos do. Honey, it don't work like that. Y'all got to slow down. Let's set those aside for now. I got to warm up the baby's milk. And we'll head out to see the baby and see how the baby's doing. You guys can come with me to feed the baby kitty. And my battery's going to die, so I might have to charge my phone. And I will do the greasy thing real quick because I want you to see that before my phone dies. Let me do the greasy item. Hold on. All right, here we go. Now, while his milk is warming up, I'm going to do the greasy thing. All right, so I usually save my bacon grease, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of toss it for now so that I can show you. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring you guys over. I'm going to put the baby's milk in the microwave. I should just use hot water. All right, now, let me spray off a little bit of the grease so it's not just thick. Now, here we go. Y'all ready? Okay, so we got all that yucky bacon grease, and we're going to use our dish soap. I got to get between the little things, you know. Okay. Now let me see the results. I'm going to do the lid too. I already know the results, but I want y'all, and I want you to test it out. Send me videos, tag me, do something. I want to see the results because I believe you're going to have the same results as me. Let me just make sure I got between all the little things. All right, here we go. Now, ooh, let me turn that heat down a little bit. I don't want to burn my skin. I'm sensitive now. Perfect. Perfectly clean. I really want y'all to tag me, send me pictures, send me videos, post them, and tag me because this thing is so squeaky clean. You can't smell the bacon, nothing. Perfectly clean, I'm telling you. This stuff works amazing. Now, let me make sure I get the top of the lid as well. Hold on. Okay, let me get the handle. And now I'm going to rinse it. Sure enough, squeaky clean. I'm telling you. Y'all don't need to buy that stuff at the store. And you don't have to go crazy. I understand people want toxin-free completely. But I'm not kidding you guys. It really is almost impossible when you're on the kind of budget I'm on, which ain't much of a budget. I mean, we're practically drowning. I mean, you know, so please don't freak out if you can't, you know, get everything to be down to, you know, absolutely no toxins. It's not always going to happen. If you're a single mom like me, it's hard. Now let me plug in the phone so y'all can see me feed the baby. I don't want my phone to die. And then we'll end by checking out the body wash. Hold on, let me turn the bright light on for you. I don't want to open the window because then it'll put a glare behind me. Okay, now. Hi, baby. You. Hi, you. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Good afternoon. I got to go wipe his butt off. So if y'all can just stay right there, and I got the phone on and I have it charging, I'm just going to go clean the baby's butt and make sure he can poop, and I'll be right back to feed him. All right, you little nugget. All right, you little nugget. Come on. Let's get cleaned up. Let's get cleaned I know. Yeah, let's clean up. There, that's better. Oh, man, it's so clean now. That's better. I know. I know. I know. I know. I don't like it when you get my butt wet. Well, at least it's clean. All right, so now here we go. Hold on, stink pot. Hold on, stinker. I gotta get the milk in there. I know. He said, now you woke me up. I better eat. You better feed me. Hold on, guys. I gotta fill it up. All right, here we go. Come here, stinker. Let me put my glasses on. I gotta be able to see them. All right, here we go. You ready? I know. Sometimes they wiggle around and chew on it and stuff at first. So if he doesn't look like he's eating right away, don't trip. I promise. Sometimes they just kind of get a little squirmy while they're getting their appetite and getting ready to latch on. That's just kittens. Okay, I know. He said, give me my milk. Jeez, what's taking you so long? Yeah, see, he's not nowhere near where he was last night. He was cold. He was floppy. He was not even able to mew. He had no voice. He was absolutely on death's door. And I had to make sure to jump into action. Gordon is a survivor. I just have to make sure to keep up on protocol for, a few days, maybe a week, while I make sure that he's gonna. All right, you need a break. Hold on. Whoop, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let's trade. Shoo. There we go. We got it. Hold on. There we go. You got it. Yeah, that one moves if you drink it. This one moves if you drink it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Do you need a break, sweetheart? Here, let's take a break. Sometimes they need a little break. They need a burp. Here. I know. Got some air in there. I know. I love you. I know, squeakers. I know, stinker. All right, let's see how he does now. There we go. Oh boy, not so quick. Sometimes I got to give them a little resistance. They drink a little too quick. I don't want them to aspirate. All right, you can finish it now. Whoa, good job. Yeah, we had to stop that one, huh? That was a little too close. I know. That's a fast one. Let's burp. Hold on, let me cover you up. I don't want you to get cold. And let's burp. I know. Don't you yell at me. I know. I know you're going to make it now. We love you. So sweet. And he loves to ride in my bra already. That's my kangaroo pouch for when I have these little infants. Like Pantera had to be there. Here, honey, let's get you in here. They want to be close. They love to be held close and cuddled so that they feel safe. Would you like a little more milk? Why don't we take a break for a minute, honey? We'll take a break, okay? Guess I'm mama, so mama has to go do some stuff. So, in fact, let's take you guys in the kitchen with me. I'll take the charger cord with me, and we'll go check on our body wash, yeah? Hold on. I know I got the camera all crazy. looking up my nostrils. Do I have boogers? Just joking. Hold on. I'm slightly unashamed. So we went over the skin serum one day, and we might do it on another video because it is getting kind of long now. We're going for 50 minutes now. And so I do need to kind of get onto some other things after I'm done with this part. But I will do another video on another day and continue. So let's check our body wash. Really nice. It looks super lush and silky. Of course, it is very liquidy. Like I said, that's not a big deal. But I'll show it to you real quick. Let me show you. It's really pretty. And, oh, hi, Steven. Yeah, I was just kind of going live on the fly because I can't keep doing the recording and uploading because my phone just goes bananas. So this is the beautiful body wash. It's beautiful body wash and shampoo. Okay, so that's what we use. And Lily loves it. It does make hair grow fast, by the way. And on the next video, I'll make sure you guys get to see what the soaps look like after they've cooled down. What scent? Oh, for the body wash? Oh, I just put some orange extract in it. Actually, I was thinking I might surprise her and put some banana. So let me see if I have some somewhere. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I got banana. Make it smell like bananas. She'll be like, mm. Don't you guys love when I'm at this angle and I do stuff like that? I swear, I can't stand when people do that and they have like their nostrils all up in the camera. Yeah. Do you like our nostrils? Do you see people like that? Because it freaks me out. I'm sorry I'm one of them right now. All right. So let's make it banana-y. She's going to love that. I'm going to have to keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't try to drink it. I'm joking. She's not dumb. Okay. Steven, I used my goat's milk melt and pour, my honey melt and pour, and I added in my brain. Wait a minute. I didn't add in my brain. Orange extract, as well as vegetable glycerin, and I'm making her body wash and shampoo. And of course, there's already some rose oil and other oil compound from my skin serum that I put in there to help moisturize and protect, as well as nourish and grow hair and new skin cells. And it works really good in the body wash and shampoo. And Steven, when you get to watch the replay, I made my dish soap. And I was able to show how it works on a greasy bacon thing that I made bacon on. And I would love to know if you get a chance to make it, because the ingredients are so cheap. It's lemon juice. It's the detergent stuff with lemon juice, orange extract, and vegetable glycerin. And it really does work amazing. And it smells really nice. So Steven, just so you can see, no, not yet. I have to buy some. I need to buy some vitamin E. That's going to go in my skin serum next. I just didn't have any in vitamin A to put in there, but I do want to get some, and argan oil. But here is the dish soap, just so you see it, Steven. Instead of the plastic ones that I had been saving from dish soap for like 6 months, 8 months, I used my half-gallon mason jars, and it really does work great. And again, guys, the recap, I'm going to have to pour that probably in another mason jar to let it cool before I can refill our bottles, but that's okay too. And of course, let's take a look at our detergent. I don't really want the kitten in my shirt when I do it, so I'm going to do it kind of away from me. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Beautiful. It's going to gel up really, really nice. Yes, exactly. I'm trying to, you know, I need to get eventually if I can afford it. And I've been saving mason jars and other glass jars from things that we've used, you know, and bought at other times, like especially from the storage room, things I'm using like jelly jars and things like that, so that I can save them and use them. I would much rather have the glass jars than anything else. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And in the shower, it's a little scary to have the glass ones. I don't want Lily to, you know, slip and drop one and it break or something. So I'll continue to use the plastic ones for that, the same ones I've been using for a long time. But I think that's it, guys. I'm going to take the baby back out here because I think he probably needs one more dropper full. But if you notice, like all those age lines and the sun damage, because I also put vitamin C in the skin serum, and this is tightening up, right? And remember, Lily used to laugh at my chicken skin. It's tightening up. It doesn't look near as bad as it did. The lines are on my eyes. Also, the sun damage and discoloration and stuff is going away. So we will go over my skin serum, and I will be capsuling some things with you. I'd love if you guys would join me to capsule. I don't really have anything to capsule at the moment, but I'll find something just for you. I'm going to be making Lily a few things anyway, so I'll try to see if I can go live and have you guys join me to make some liquid supplements for Lily, because it makes it a little bit easier. Like I've tried all the ones where you can make them into gummies. That's such bullshit. I'm sorry. Okay, it's bullshit because it's so hard to do. So I decided it's okay. Lily doesn't care if it tastes bad because it's vitamins. It's a supplement. So I make liquid supplements, and I make them in small batches so she can take them and they don't go bad. And I make them with raw ingredients, and the same stuff that I'm capsuling, I just put in there, and she takes it each day, and it works great. Like the lion's mane and NAC and all those wonderful things. The bromelain and quercetin and all that. I could just make it into a supplement. I make it into 3 different supplements. One for brains, which is the lion's mane and NAC, the bromelain, the quercetin, moline, I make into a supplement for immune system and respiratory. And I make another one for pain and stuff that's got garlic and turmeric and ginger, and a touch of golden seal. And Lily actually has no problem taking them, even though they taste disgusting, because she knows very, very well that not everything is going to be not everything is going to taste like candy. Not everything's going to taste like a treat. And sometimes that's just the way it is. So in fact, healthy things often taste like shit. But I'll tell you, it does a world for both of us. And I'd love if you guys would join me. Thanks for joining. Flash, you want to say goodbye? He said, no, shut up. I was sleeping. Hi, baby. I love him. There, did you hear him squeak? He said goodbye. God bless, guys. Thanks for joining. He's purring. Wait. Bye.